Hello everyone, this is Milky Kitty and welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're going to be covering Rift number 7. I believe this is called Ymir's Abyss. Yes. You unlock this at Oracle level 20, which is after your first class change. Again, this is going to be specifically for the healer side, so there may be some kind of mechanics for other classes that are not going to be mentioned in this video. So we'll take a look at his skills real quick before diving into anything else. Here we've got Fatal Smash. It says Interrupt. After charging up, deal massive damage to all targets at once. This one, even though it's not the healer's job, I still want to mention this. Your party needs to interrupt this skill. If they don't, it's going to make this fight very hard. So you'll want to make sure they're interrupting that because it's pretty common that some people just don't. So make sure your DPS know to interrupt this. The second skill here is Claw Strike. It says after 3 seconds, deal a large amount of damage to the targeted area and apply a stack of Frostbitten. This one, I'll have to show you what it looks like in the battle. But basically, your tank is just going to be tanking this. You won't need to equip barrier for the damage resist or anything like that. And then we've got the skill Sweep here. Deal a large amount of damage to all targets and apply a stack of Frostbitten. This is just like the skill in Rift 6, the one right before this, where the boss hits everyone and applies like that snowflake kind of debuff to everyone. It's the exact same thing. We'll just need to be cleansing that, so we're going to need to include purification in our skill set. The rest we don't really need to pay attention to be honest, so we'll just kind of ignore those for now. And let's get into the skill setup. Alright, and let's take a look at these skills here. So we're going to use this Rift preset that I have here in the middle. We'll still be using our Class Change 0 healing skills, even though we are in Class Change 1. So we of course got our Holy Radiance core skill, and then we'll have Restoration on auto here. And then we'll have Purification because we'll need to cleanse that Frostbitten debuff we were mentioning earlier. And then for your third skill, I personally prefer Healing Touch, but you could use Group Healing, this one right here. You could use that as well. It kind of just may depend on your party. I prefer Healing Touch just because your tank is going to be, your tank specifically will be tanking some certain skills. That would be nice to just kind of keep his HP up, especially with, Purification being AoE as well, that it kind of does group healing's job for you. So, and then passives, the standard healing passives for single target healing. So, yeah, these are going to be the skills, and we'll get into the talents next. Alright guys, here is our talent tree for our healing here. Again, this is all very standard. We've got our power of light, and we pretty much just follow the left side, and we just kind of cherry pick a couple things here, like some extra haste and some extra mastery here. The reason for that is just this last thing here, Radiance Gathering, provides 0 use for healing. So we're not really too worried about getting that. And then our second talent tree here is going to be Healing Magic, of course. And you will just follow this all the way through. That's it for talents. Real quick, I forgot about this. For your mount, I don't have it yet, but you want your main mount here to be Toby, the llama, alpaca, my bad, the alpaca Toby. I don't have them unlocked yet, but you'll want your main one to be Toby. The support, just equip whatever ones you have. It doesn't really matter because there's only 4 right now, so just make sure if you have Toby unlocked, make him your main. If not, it doesn't really matter that much. Next, we are going to get into the Melomons here and the Melomon secondary skills. So this topic, as always, is a very long topic. But if you do have a bunch of legendary Melomons and you have the ability to kind of choose whatever you want, Snow Leopard technically is going to be your best Melomon for increasing healing output. Personally, I don't think this is ever needed. It's just kind of, if you have it, you can use it. If not, don't worry about it. It's not going to make or break your run. And as far as secondary skills, Smarty's secondary skill here, Thunder's secondary skill, even Raven's secondary skill, those three in particular can help with your healing output. Again, you don't need to, sit there and do draws trying to get these Melomons. They're just, if you have them, you can use them. If not, don't worry about it. Now, if you don't have those, then you'll just use the standard Demon Hound as your main Melomon, and then you probably have Ice Valley Colt. You'll use his secondary skill. If you got Smarty, same thing. Thunder, same thing. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Melomons there. And the last thing before we get into the fight is going to be Melomon Moves. So the only one that everyone should definitely be using if they have it, no matter what state their account is in, is going to be the small bandage or large bandage, depending on if you got the legendary version or not. This one increases our healing effect. You'll want this on all of your Melomons if you have it. And as far as the other 3 slots go, this is a long topic, but you'll pretty much just put in kind of what you're needing for now. So, my determination was low, so I put in a skill here for determination, crit, accuracy, same thing. You pretty much just want to look at your character stat sheet. Like if we look at mine, just look at your character stat sheet and go from there. My crit and determination is actually very low. My stats kind of suck right now because I am still hoarding a bunch of resources. So, but yeah, pretty much just take a look at your stats, see what you're missing, throw those in there. Crit and determination are going to be your best 2 stats to kind of focus on if you can. If you already have those up pretty decent, like 30 to 40% range, you can start adding in some mastery, some haste, even crit damage, even though it doesn't help with heals. So yeah, that's pretty much just dependent on what your account looks like. So we're all set here on kind of the preview for everything going into the fight, and next we'll go into the fight and actually see what we need to do here. Alright guys, we are into the fight now. Let me just make sure my skills, yep, okay, got my skills here. And just for reference, my power is only 231,000, so fairly weak. And same thing with the tank. The tank is 222,000, so this will be a good test here to kind of show you that you don't need, an OP team. Now, admittedly, the DPS are pretty good, so there is that. And yeah, so the tank knows what to do here. So the tank will separate himself from the group, because like I mentioned earlier, he's going to tank specific skills here. Now, once everyone gets frostbitten here, use your Purify. And we'll keep going here. And this skill here, this is one your tank is going to, well, tank. So you see that he's the only one that gets hit by it. So that's why I like to have Healing Touch to make sure he gets healed up. And look at that, everyone got frostbitten. We got a bit unlucky and got frozen. Go ahead and use that again. And right there, they interrupted that skill. That's huge because if you don't interrupt it, then that does like 50% plus of everyone's HP. So you definitely want to get that skill interrupted there. Um, Now, I personally like to use purification as well when more than one person has frostbitten. I got a little unlucky there on the timing, um, but at least in the rift, you can kind of get away with it. We'll go ahead and use that again there. This yin yang stuff, again, you don't need to worry about it because the tank is just going to tank it all. So you don't really have to play around with the mechanics at all. And yeah, this is pretty much it. They went and interrupted that skill again. It tells you to interrupt it immediately, so just kind of pay attention there. Make sure your DPS are paying attention. So that's going to be it for this fight, guys. Just make sure for yourself that you've got your purification skill going off to clear that frostbitten debuff, and that's pretty much all you have to pay attention to as a healer. And that's going to be it for this video, guys. So feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Please comment down below what type of videos you would like to see in the future. I will do my best to get those out for you guys. Right now, I'm just doing Rift guides, so I would love some suggestions for the future. So that's going to be it for this video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.